Hello, Capricorn. Hope this reading finds you well. This is Phoenix Heart Tarot. I have shuffled your cards, meditated on your cards, and cleansed your space. So, let us begin. So, your overall energy is conflict, change. So, you get the Five of Wands is your overall energy. In your past position, you've got Seven of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Magician. In your current positions, you got the Temperance, Page of Wands, and the Hermit. And in your future, you've got the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands, and the Death card. So in the past, it looks like you were still dealing with some conflict, maybe a challenge. Yeah, you had some kind of challenge. But you were also trying to do a little bit of self-care. The Magician, you were manifesting. So you were manifesting more abundance for yourself. More luxury. And it was causing a conflict, or it seemed to be a challenge. There we go. You knew you were going to be successful because you were not giving up. You were very determined about whatever this is. In your current position, you got Temperance, Page of Wands, and the Hermit. So you went within to think about some things. And you're staying focused on your goals. You were very passionate about it. And you're trying to be pretty balanced. Trying to go with the flow. Being patient. You know things don't happen overnight. So you know you're it's a work in progress. But you're happy being alone. You're abundant. In your near future, you've got the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands, and the Death card. So there's a transformation that you're trying to do. And it's coming on pretty quickly. You're taking action on it pretty quickly. Could even be trying to hone your skills so that you can bring in more money. Maybe get that job you've been trying to do. Because, yeah, money seems to have been the issue. But love and relationships actually looking really good. I think you're already in a relationship. And it's looking pretty good. Let's see what your first one says. It says, scrolling instead of healing. So you are numbness, mindless, and distracting. So something is distracting you from staying focused on your goals. And that's why you're really working hard to try and stay focused and trying to keep an eye on your goals. Because maybe it's not that much fun. It's okay to take time for yourself. Self-care is important. Yep. There's your second card of trying to take some time for yourself. So you are running around really busy, feeling like you don't have any time for yourself. Stuff's coming at you really quick, and it's only going to, unfortunately, it's only going to speed up in the future for potentially a short term before you say enough. I'm done with this. You're trying to just gain a perspective about it right now. That's why you're doing the hermit thing. You're trying to gain new perspective into how I can be more balanced, how I can make things go in my favor. And you're needing to secure yourself. You can't burn the candle at both ends. Let's see what your significant other says. I wish you were next to me. So yeah, you're spending a lot of time away from your significant other. And they are calling you out on it because they're not very happy about it. They're feeling very stressed. That's what's causing so much conflict right now in your immediate environment is they miss you. They love you. They want to hang out with you. And they understand you got stuff to do, but guess what? They got stuff to do too. So at least in the future, you're going to get some mental clarity. And you may be thinking about going back to school. You're thinking you might have to leave something behind. Yeah, you did. You might be thinking you have to leave them behind, and they're not going to like that at all. They're already missing you. They don't have enough time with you as it is. What else they got? You have to be patient. So yeah, you're telling them they need to be patient. And they're telling you they want you right here. Let's get some clarifiers going on here. This is a little intense. What is it exactly you're going to be leaving behind here? The Death card. Let's get some clarifiers for the Death card. Yeah, it's them. You're thinking you're going to have to leave them behind and that they need to be patient. A cup of love has got to be put on hold. And they're saying, I don't know if are they going to have a problem with that? We'll find out in a minute. There's your other card. Yeah. So maybe this person is more into you than you are to them. Or maybe you just realize, or you're trying to make them realize works first. Works how we survive. Because it's showing that you get Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups is what will clarify the Death card. So you ended something that was not a mutual love. Maybe it wasn't an unconditional love. Maybe it was an unfulfilling love. But you're ending that, and they're saying that they want you still here, and you're saying they need to be patient. You got other stuff you got to do first. Maybe even do some self-care. You just need to break free and be single for a hot minute. Really, really see this is what you want. Yeah, what's causing this conflict? Let's do the 7. What are you feeling you need to be defensive? Let's do the 7 of Wands. Clarify it. So you got 5 of Cups. Ooh, 4 of Wands. So yeah, you were feeling a loss. And that's what makes you feel defensive. But it was a fulfilling relationship, and you think, it could still be fulfilling. So this is like almost an inner conflict. It's a mental plane. You're struggling. You're afraid that if you commit to them and no longer single, that it could be a financial loss, or you're going to lose something, like you're going to lose. What are you going to lose? Your opportunities for life, your opportunities to just head out and be carefree, and you're not ready to give that up yet. Yeah. You want to continue to take risk, and if you're in a relationship and decide to take on a family and all of that responsibility, that you're no longer going to be able to be as carefree. You're going to be really careful and restrictive. So you're taking a hot minute timing out. And it's okay to take a time out to think. Because at some point you have to make a decision. Am I always going to be single? Am I always going to be this way? Or do I really want a family? Do I want to settle down? Do I want kids? Do I want a pet? Do I not want to be able to just pick up and go at any minute? At some point in everybody's life, they go, no, I don't want to be by myself anymore. Although, in the past, you were happy being by yourself. But I just don't think you think in your head you're not financially ready. That's why you're thinking about going back to school. And if you go back to school, you are not going to be able to be in a relationship. Especially if the school's nowhere near where you live now. So, but you love them. Like I said, it was a good relationship. It had a good, solid foundation, and the potential is there. And you're asking them to be patient. So now, are they going to be patient and wait? I like to ask the hard questions. Trying to be balanced to get the Six of Pentacles. Anything else? And the Walking, the Eight of Cups. So no, they probably won't wait either. They want you with them. And they may even give you an ultimatum. All right, let's see what else we got here. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. So the universe is trying to get you to realize, or to maybe think about settling down. It's trying to bring you to right-minded thinking, whatever that's supposed to mean, and the energy of love. Right. And let's see what Phoenix we have. We have Recognize Manipulation. I've had this one before. Where's my book? So recognize manipulation. It says be aware that you are being manipulated and that you too manipulate others. The need to manipulate is anchored deep within us all. The fire of the phoenix has come to free you from manipulation of any kind. From now on, you should recognize and perceive all instances of manipulation by others and also by yourself. Those wishing to sell something will try to exert influence. Many do so entirely deliberately and with great skill, while others do it wholly unconsciously. Those in pursuit of a particular goal will also try to win others over to their side. It is a natural part of being human. Absorb this fact without judgment, telling yourself that it is what it is. Whatever people use to achieve their aims, seduction, beauty, the promise of pleasure, the application of presents, or the withholding of something, the strategies of those who wish to manipulate you are always the same, and the list of possible ways to exerting influence remains long. Our world is in flux, however, and right now it is important to keep a clear head and follow only those paths that will enrich you and nourish your higher consciousness. Recognize that you need much less than people would have you believe. The effects of skillful manipulation can be very constricting and persistent. Free yourself from them now. Wow, so maybe this person in the past was manipulating you, but this Phoenix has come to help you realize if that's the case. But I am sending you all the best. If you have any comments, please drop them in the comments box below. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope this was helpful. If you like what I do and are feeling generous, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe, especially if you've been here before. It helps my channel to grow, helps the algorithm push me out there to other people, and I greatly appreciate it. And thank you. Have a great night. Bye for now.